Hello, welcome to another episode of Pianoforte Podcast. I'm your co-host Felicia, and with me I have my co-host Audrey. Hi, Audrey.
Hello, good morning. Oh, yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you, yeah.
To us,
and today we have a special guest with us. Welcome, Genesia. Genesia.
Hi.
Oh my god, I screwed this up already.
Hello.
Genesia or Genesia. I mean, there would be multiple pronunciation of your name.
Yes. Depending on which language you're speaking in.
Depending on which language and which person saying it, because
Good
I
to
call you
know.
Kekel.
Yes. Well, you can call me whatever you want. I don't really mind.
Just get that like first thing sorted, just in case there's like a lot of different nicknames. It's just habits, you know. Just like I call Felicia sometimes Fish.
Yeah, I
Yes.
hear that in your podcast. So I'm like, okay, that's a nama sayang.
That's my
How do
nickname.
you say that? Oh, nickname. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only nickname, just like
It's like a dear name.
dear, yeah, like a more like a
Yeah, like only Audrey calls me Fish.
yes, fishy.
Fish.
But Genesia, if you want to call me Fish, feel free to as well.
Hello, fish. I am human.
I am human.
Human.
Whoa, this episode is gonna be so much fun because
It will be strange.
It'll be chaotic, but that is Audrey's middle name.
it is in fact my middle name, my preferred middle name. But this is also the first time we have a guest that I'm not sitting with. Woo!
Woo! 3 different
Yeah.
places.
3
3
different
different
computers.
parts of the world.
Very exciting.
Although we are not actually that different though.
Still in the same country, yeah.
We're still in the same country. Okay, so would you like to introduce yourself a little bit, like just what you do and why are you here?
Sure. So who am I? Why am I here? Hello, everyone. My name is Genesia. I'm confused on how to pronounce my own name. Genesia. I am now creating content a lot on social media as Genesia Sinclair. Maybe some of you know my language and culture content, but I'm also childhood friends with Audrey. Actually, we take piano lessons since we were tiny, and until we were not so tiny anymore. And so in a musical context, I took piano lessons till ABRSM grade 8. We finished together, and yeah, I play guitar as well. I learned it myself, but I'm not like super professional in it. It's just enough to play some simple songs. And I'm actually working as a full-time engineer, but that has nothing to do with this music podcast. But that's kind of just a background. I'm kind of just the common folk when it comes to music and enjoying music. And I like K-pop.
Yeah, so she's sometimes most of the time my K-pop memes buddies. We just send each other K-pop memes.
Yes.
Felicia, when I cannot send you the meme, I send her the meme.
I see.
Nice.
Or I send you both the meme. Just be like, this is generic enough.
Do you guys like the same K-pop bands?
Yeah, like yes and no. I think we both come together in BTS, but we like different eras of them.
Yeah, definitely.
And right now she's more into Stray Kids and Extraordinary Heroes, which I'm quite into Stray Kids, but I'm not like, I don't stand them. I really like Enhypen, but Audrey doesn't really stand them as well. So
yeah,
you know.
so we know each other's groups, but we are not like huge
in the
fans
same
in the same
fandom. Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
Unfortunately so. Or maybe fortunately so, because it's if
Broadens your horizon.
wow, yes, for sure. Yeah.
But how does it translate in terms of musical style in that case?
Ooh, interesting.
is-
Do you mean like the taste of music that I listen to, or in which sense?
I'm going that sense.
I think I like a really broad like styles of music. I mean, like, I enjoy classical music. Like, growing up, it's like I'm not forced to learn classical music. I do enjoy it, so I like also content creators like Two Set Violin. They do classical music content and memes. They just released a new song, do 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 do, and I am so in love with it because that song is like beat by B2TSM. That's like the band name, which is like Bach, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich, and Mozart. And they have rap verses talking about like the history of those classical musicians, but it's a rap and it's like in the form of K-pop. But it's like so high quality for such a crack video. I love it. They make classical music so relatable and relevant to the newer generation, and I think they're doing a really good job at that. So that's the classical music side. Of course, I also really like K-pop. I think I'm into K-pop because of the dancing. I love dancing as well. So like they have really cool performances. Other than that, I also really like so in K-pop I like the hard raps and EDMs. You know, like really but also some ballads. And I also like CCM or like worship music, like contemporary Christian music. And that's like the super chill, you know, like super slow, super soulful, heartful music. So I think those are my 3 main spectrums of music that I enjoy listening to.
3 very wide spectrums as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and then of course there's the German party music like Kölsch rock, that because I'm influenced by my friends.
What is it? Atemlos.
No, that's Schlager. That's different. But
that's also
yeah,
like such a staple though for a party.
That's true.
That's like every time you have a cover gig, that song is kind of like a throw-in must.
That if a German party doesn't have that song, it's not a German party.
Yeah,
that and disco fox dancing.
Yeah, I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yes.
Talking about Germany, you mentioned Germany a couple times. I mean, you haven't mentioned. You haven't clarified though that you also live in Germany.
Right, I live in Germany. I've been living in Germany since 2019, 2020. Like first for my practicum, for my internship, but for my engineering internship, and then now I'm also working in the same company. Yes, and that is how I'm also again reunited with Audrey in some occasions when she visits me or when I visit her, and we also do music collabs like like we didn't expect that, but we did.
We're just like yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you do live in Germany, and I feel like I think we got even closer when you moved to Germany.
Definitely, we relate more as well.
Yeah, oddly enough. I mean, back when we were in the music course, we were like almost always the 3 of us.
Yeah,
almost
because
always.
we were in the same music grade level, also the same age, same teachers,
same first teacher, not after that.
Oh yeah, that's true. And we're also teaching together, different students, but yeah.
But yeah, back then we also had Audrey with us.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still around. She's much more closer to you though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that has been the thing since back then.
Yeah, of course. Like she goes to the same school as me. We're in the same class, so
they were in the same class, and I was the outsider. I'm kind of like I just hang out with everybody, you know. All right. So yeah, I mean, when you do content creation, I also noticed that some of your content has something to do with music. For example, you did like an a cappella thing.
Yeah.
Was that more driven by, like, was it more driven because of the ABRSM stuff, or was it more because just like afterwards, like a afterthought, afterthought? I think generally I really like music. I think music is a big part of my life. Like I live in Germany. I'm renting a room in the Dachgeschoss, like on the roof, but I bought a keyboard because after a year, I'm like, I need music. If I'm gonna live in Germany for longer, I need my instruments. I can't not play for so long. So I bought a keyboard. I borrowed a guitar from my Vermieter because she has like an extra guitar. So I have a keyboard and guitar in my room. I play them almost every day. Not both, and not really to practice like classical music stuff, but mostly I play the guitar because that's just me. For example, if I'm doing my own worship session or something, then it's the guitar. But I also play the piano. Sometimes I revisit old classical music and like our exam pieces because I miss them and I like them. And it's only like the 3 songs and I just repeat, but so that I don't really lose touch of it. But I also sometimes just look for sheet music online and try out new songs or old songs. So that's music in my daily life. And as for content, because I just like music in general, and I do connect, like for example, I'm doing language and culture content, but when I memorize new vocab or new grammar things for myself, it's either I make random connections in my brain through weird stories, or I put music in them as well, or movements. So that's just how I learn, like kinesthetic and musical learner, is that what it's called? Something like that. So recently I made, for example, in German you have feminine, masculine, and neutral thes for words. So like there's der, die, das, and a lot of like den, die, das, and like you change it based on the form and stuff. And then I'm like, I think it would be quite easier to memorize if it's in some kind of song. So I kind of just hummed out a few tunes and then put them together into an a cappella and posted that. And apparently it got pretty good feedback from people. Some people think it's really helpful for them to memorize the articles as well. Some people got overwhelmed, but well, it's not for everyone. And if it does help them, then that's good, and it's also fun for me to make. So yeah, it's kind of just combining music and everyday things and also in my content. Or also, I also like, for example, taking German Schlager music, like you said, and just like changing it into like an acoustic form or something. I'm not the best singer. I have realized that, but I do enjoy singing. So and also covers like that, you don't need a beautiful voice for that. You just need to not go off tune, I feel, for people to enjoy. So it's interesting to switch up genres or languages. That's how I relate to music and content.
Actually, talking about that article, the Adidas thing, I am one of those people that feel overwhelmed. Actually, that is such a unique like statement that you said, that you learn better if there's some motion and music going along with it. But I'm such a bad learner if there's music.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I cannot study when there's music.
Like you get distracted.
I got so distracted. I'll be like, oh, that's a cool bass line. And then like whatever.
Because you pay attention to the music then.
Yeah, because I cannot pay attention on the materials. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I try to be silent when I study. That's such a unique perspective that you just like brought up. What about you, Fish? By the way, I'm gonna put my charger for a sec because I just noticed that it's not correctly plugged in. So
okay,
you can just explain. I'll be back here in 3 seconds.
1, 2, 3. She lied.
She's not back yet. But anyway, I actually haven't watched your video yet on that one. I watched some other videos, but not that one yet. When you posted, actually?
I think a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't scroll far back enough. No, because I saw that you had a lot of shorts on YouTube.
That as well, yeah.
Yeah. But I think for me, generally, when I study, I don't really use much words. I don't use much music because when I listen to music, I actually don't listen to words. So I tend to mishear a lot of things.
Misheard lyrics.
I mishear a lot of lyrics when I listen to music. Like it takes me a few times of listening through to a song before I get a sense of like, oh, this is what they're actually singing.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I don't get it in the first go, normally as well. Except if I really try to listen to the words, then I can pick it out. But otherwise, it's just,
Oh, that's...
I actually haven't listened to that one. I'll check it out after this.
Okay. Oh no, I'm gonna be judged by a musician.
No, I'm not gonna judge.
I mean,
I'll enjoy it.
You know, actually, interestingly for that, I wanted to assign a note for each word. So if it's the same word, for example, in nominative and in dative, then it would have the same note. But then I tried it and it does not sound musically good, so I changed it up. Otherwise, that would have been like a really cool, like if people just memorize the notes, then they would also memorize the words. But that didn't work. So.
Oh, that would be a really cool idea though.
Yo.
that could be for a part 2 then. A version 2. Maybe you need to find a better notes. Use pentatonics, babe. Pentatonics. There's nothing wrong. There's no wrong notes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just went with the the C major.
Yeah, you go like descending. I still remember the melody. I just like, oh no, I cannot study with this. It's just like say duo.
Din for everything.
Okay, din. Yeah. Do you also mention that you dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have never had any guests that are dancers in quotation mark.
I wouldn't say I'm a dancer. I just enjoy dancing.
You do enjoy dancing, but sometimes what I notice a lot is that dancers sometimes have different perspective in terms of like musicality. Even dancers from, for example, from the same group or from the same company, they might interpret the musicality a little bit differently. Do you notice that as well, or is that something that you kind of just don't think about, or is there something that maybe, I don't know. I mean, you had also like theory A, B, or seminal grade
8. I finished as well.
Wow, that's it.
I don't remember anything from that.
Bruh, no judgment right there. But props to you. But yeah, knowing like those kind of like more theoretical background from the music studies that you did or whatnot, does it also affect you in terms of dancing or like, yeah?
I think like music theory and dancing, I don't really correlate them in my brain, but I do feel a difference in how we practice. I don't know if that's just depending on the individual or because of my musical background. For example, like I dance with my best friend. She is a non-musician, but she loves music and dancing. You know, there's a difference between like if you've really learned an instrument and know the theory and blah blah blah, and if you're just a enjoyer of music. And when we dance, I noticed that she counts when we practice. Like she gets the movements when she counts like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like she moves to the beat, like exactly at the 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, not all moves fall in each beat, but then like that's how she practices. I dance more to the lyrics and to the beat, like to the accents in the songs. So when I practice, I don't count. I sing like not really sing, but you know, like just na 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 and then tak. So that's like how I practice instead of like 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. That's like, yeah. But that's one difference that I noticed. But I don't know if that's because of the music background or that's just how different people practice.
But you also did other types of dance, no? When you were...
Oh, yeah. When I was younger, I tried ballet when I was really young, and then I did tap dance for a few years. But looking back at my old videos, I think I was not as good as I remembered. I thought I was pretty good, and looking back, I'm like, ew, what is that? I mean, well, it's a good thing that I feel like my dancing has improved now. But yeah, and then I took a lot of modern dance and hip hop during school and uni.
Oh yeah, uni was also quite interesting for you, right? Because you had okay, spoiler alert, Fish. She was on Miss Indonesia.
Oh,
like a pageant show.
Yeah.
And she played And she also played piano there. I mean, that's like...
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know if I just found your video or somebody shared it to me or you shared it.
It's
to me.
online?
I don't think you shared it. Yeah, but I don't
I
know
want to
how
watch it too. Because I don't have the footage of it. I have like half the song. And then the recording, like, just because the person I asked to record my performance, like, she recorded it. It's like 4 minutes long, I think. And then she sent it over WhatsApp. And WhatsApp has a little size limit to like 2 minutes 50. And then it's just like I've never heard of the ending of my performance. I don't know if it's online. So if you found it, send it to me. I'd like to see.
I don't know if I can find it anymore though. Sorry.
Oh yeah, but for those who don't know what I performed, so little background. I joined Miss Indonesia 2017 and got to the top 15. And so it's a national pageant. If you win, then you go to Miss World as a representative of Indonesia. But I didn't win. But the story is, for the talent show, we had to prepare something. You can do music, dancing, or singing, or whatever. And I chose piano because that's, I think, the only thing I can do on stage. But I didn't want to do just some classical song because I don't think it's relatable to the audience, because the audience is like, non-classical people. But I also don't want to do...
the audience vote, right?
Not for the talent show, but yeah, the audience can also vote for people. But like just the general audience watching there, like the judges and everything. And I also don't want to do some pop song because that's not really, like, I don't do pop piano, or like you have to kind of sing when doing pop music for me. So I'm like, okay, let me just make my own mashup of like 3 or 4 traditional Indonesian songs, but I made like the piano versions of it. And I'm taking it from different regions in Indonesia, so kind of to show like the Indonesian culture, but also embedded in like piano. So that's what I did. It's not the best arrangement, I'm not the best pianist as well, but I think it was pretty good. People quite liked it. Some people, like after the performance, people were like, oh, I thought that was a recording, but you were actually playing it live, things like that. Oh, a TMI, during the performance, like I was wearing heels, right? Because we all had to wear heels, like 12 centimeter stiletto heels every day. And then during the performance, so imagine playing the pedal with stiletto heels. It's not the easiest, but then I tried. And then at one point, my foot slipped from the pedal, but that was exactly at the end of a phrase. So I'm like, no, and that's like the transition of one song to the next one. So I'm like, na na na, and then like, and then it was so loud because there were speakers, and everyone was like, like you can hear the gasp in the room. And then I'm like, I looked to the audience, and then ding, 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 and then just continued with like the next bit of it, and people were like, oh, she meant to do that. I did not mean to do that, but I just like integrated it into the performance. And like I used to get really angsty about performing and like always like deg-degan before a piano performance, but then just remember, the audience doesn't know when you're making a mistake for the most part, right? Unless you're in like a classical piano competition, okay, everyone knows your piece, but generally like people don't know if you're playing the wrong notes. So yeah, that's the mindset behind it.
That's something that we kind of also learned since, I would say, childhood, that like combining easier songs into like a decent length to just make a performance out of it. I guess that's something we were taught since children. But wasn't it, do you also play the Ananda Sukarlan? No. Something that's already
Tanah airku tidak kulupakan dawan. Tanah airku.
I think so.
On the final stage. So after the talent show, they found out who can sing and who can play instruments, right? And who can just do it only a little bit. I mean, there was someone who played like for Elise, for example, so you kind of know the level, like the piano playing level. And so they picked me to play the piano. There was someone playing the harp, someone playing the kolintang, and then like 3 girls singing. And then we were separated to do some practice to perform the song Tanah Airku for the final night. The sheet music was really easy actually, and I kind of wished they gave me something harder, or if I can improvise a bit to kind of, you know, show off my piano skills a bit. But well, it's a performance for the togetherness and stuff, so it's okay. Like, I don't have to stand out there.
That's the thing. Being a pianist, you never, kind of almost never can stand out. I mean, depends. But yeah.
That's why in bands, normally each instrument gets their like instrument break to kind of show off a bit, right?
Oh, the solo.
The solo parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, give it up for the drums!
Just give some random fills.
Yeah.
Yeah. But actually, the stiletto story reminds me of Yuja Wang. I don't know if you know that.
A pianist. Have you heard of her?
No, not yet.
Felicia, you can probably give a better.
I can't give her. Okay, she's a virtuoso pianist, and she frequently performs in heels, like really high heels.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Y'all need to look her up, Yuja Wang. We will also put it. By the way, perfect timing to plug in our blog.
Yeah.
We got a blog now.
We have always had a blog.
Oh.
We just don't always mention it because we forget.
Yeah. No, we usually mention it at the end.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, but it's also a lot easier for, like, if we mention something, then there would be the description in the blog. Felicia organized everything in the blog. Woo.
I haven't done it, the one for episode 1 yet though.
Yo, you don't.
It'll be belated.
Don't. Don't say it out loud. Come on.
Okay, we pretend we never heard that.
We cut that part.
Okay,
We cut out that part. It's fine.
No, we keep all the bloops, but Yuja Wang. I mean, she's very iconic. Wow. I mean, her skills are amazing, but I'm also so impressed, and like, she wears like dress, like, and like proper, like, do you call it like cocktail dress? Is it cocktail dress, or is it a?
I guess so.
Gown.
Like a gown, yeah.
No.
And not, but not poofy.
Yeah. She I think that's the other thing that Yu Jia Wang is known for also, like the way she dress is not like super like evening or like formal necessarily. I mean, it's still it's definitely very presentable, but it's like frequently on the shorter side.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that usually, at least I think nearer the beginning of her career, I think it drew more comments.
But now it's her iconic look. She has amazing back muscles though.
Yeah, she does.
Well, that's something to look at.
That's like, I'm always like, oh my god, this girl rips. She goes to the gym and ripped it all.
Oh.
Yeah, she has guns. I mean, in terms of muscles, all right, not the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she wears like stilettos, and I'm always so like, how could you do that? How could you play such a technical piece with this kind of attire and not be bothered by it? I don't know. It's just like something that I feel I'm so impressed with.
Interesting. I have to look her up too.
Yeah. See, you learned. You got something new. So Fishy, do you have any, like, are you curious about something about Kenya? Because I think I just throw a bunch of questions because I know kind of her background story I kind of want her to throw in.
Well, I do have some questions, like when did you start your YouTube?
My YouTube, I started. Actually, like, my first video was like 2016 when I edited like a Japan vlog with my friends. Wait, no, 2016 when I finished high school and wanted to be a YouTuber, but I had no idea what I was doing. That was 2016. And then I posted like apunsu, like sporadically, but I really started really posting regularly at the end of 2020. And then end of 2021, I moved to short form videos in like Instagram Reels and like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Yes, and that is continuing until now. I want to do long form as well, but I don't really have time for it right now. So short form for now. Yeah.
I see. And wait, I need to think. My brain is asleep for some reason.
It's okay. We are duck in 3 languages, so all of us can. Oh, by the way, y'all. I mean, this is something that you guys can relate to each other, but y'all also speak Chinese.
A little bit. My Chinese is vague.
Your
you
Chinese
speak a lot of languages then?
This is schon vague. Schon lange vague. It's gone.
Like you learn Chinese in school or at home, or
I learned Chinese for 10 years in school. I got to an advanced level, but I haven't used it the last 8 years, so it's kind of gone. And my family don't really speak Chinese with me, so.
I thought your family does a little bit.
My family speaks Hokkien, the dialect Hokkien, but they don't speak it to me, so I don't even understand Hokkien. That's sad.
Oh, I don't understand Hokkien either.
Oh, I only know Bokang So, Jia, 1 to 10, counting money.
Jia, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
What is jia?
To eat.
Jia, jia, jia.
So,
Da jia, jia. Ama jia. Akong jia.
Everyone eat.
see, I don't even know that. But I know cepet.
Cepet, yeah. You have to get cepet on your exams.
Yeah. Or else
Cepet.
cepet is
100.
100.
Yeah. Ipai.
I see.
We're all duck in multiple languages, so
Yes.
welcome to the gang.
Mm-hmm.
Do you listen? Okay, you do listen to K-pop, but do you listen to other like Asian-oriented music though?
Not as much as K-pop, but like my Spotify playlist consists of so many languages, even those I don't speak. Like I have Tagalog songs in there. I've got Swedish, Finnish songs that I can't even read the titles of. I think I've got a
Ooh.
Russian song or two, like Swiss songs as well. A lot of German songs, Japanese, Chinese songs. So like, I don't know. I think that's the cool thing about music. It doesn't matter what language it is, as long as you can vibe to it, and like it's really relatable to anyone in the world.
Do you mind sharing the Spotify playlist though?
Oh, and it's just my liked songs. I have like 2,000 songs in there.
I
so
thought you have like a playlist. Okay, then if it's
not
only
a
the
fixed
liked songs,
playlist.
it's kind of hard to share.
yeah. But like I really wish that Spotify can add a feature where we can sort songs by languages. Cause if I want to play music for my German friends, I wouldn't want random Tagalog songs like seeping in Indonesian songs, you know, like I want to play the German party music, some K-pop and English songs, you know, that like I think sorting by language would be so nice, but
That
it's
is a
not
good
there.
idea. That is actually a good idea.
Yeah.
But also kind of not good. I mean,
How so?
the languages that we are more familiar with would become more present. I would say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean,
But-
like, if we want to search for something, then we can search by language or something. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, that would be convenient, but that's, yeah. I mean, I think we talk a little bit about this thing with Robert, maybe, Felicia? If only like Spotify has like a true
random mode,
randomized, yeah. So like, because a lot of times, even though if you put like, okay, just play random songs, they would ultimately go back to the more popular songs again, right? They don't really like truly randomize, but they also like kind of biased randomize. So yeah, I mean, it's double-edged sword, I guess, kind of, maybe.
By the way, I have a question. So, Genesia, you mentioned you listen to CCM as well, right? Like contemporary Christian music.
Yes.
Actually, Audrey, do you listen to that as well, CCM?
Not as much, because here's the thing, right? I don't know why, but maybe because I'm more in the Catholic Church, so my association with like church music is more the classical ones, the Mozart, the you know, like the Messe, those stuff with the Latin lyrics and whatsoever. So no, in fact, if I do listen to like more church music, it would be classical.
Interesting.
Classical would be baroque.
Interesting, I see.
It would be Handel.
Yeah,
Right.
I do listen to a lot of CCM. I think my two biggest genres is just K-pop and CCM. Because like, I don't know, like CCM is also another way I would put it is like indie worship. So a lot of like not famous people just making songs out of their homes. I think that's another cool thing about it because it's really raw. You don't add so much, but also I listen to like the famous like big churches bands as well.
Hillsong, for example.
Yeah, like Hillsong, for example. But there are also a lot of like, for example, my favorite one's Jonathan Ogden. Like he's from the UK, just also, well, he's quite big now, but I followed him since he was not so big. Or Lovekin, or I don't know, a lot of them also do like chill rap, Christian music, a lot of lo-fi, so I really like that combination. And I also make some of my own. Haha.
Plug it in.
Plug it in. So like around end of last year, I went to Freiburg to Audrey, and she helped me produce a song. So I write a lot of my own lyrics. I think I would consider myself a songwriter. Like lyrics come easily to me, but I can't really produce and I can't really sing so easily. It does not come naturally to me. So I asked Audrey for help for my first single. Oh, single. Yeah. But well, it's just a song. It's not like, okay, it's a single, but it's more just like a well-produced song. So we worked on it together for a couple of months. Then I went there for recording. Then it was published. It was actually published. I have a Spotify account for somehow just to publish that. I have another project coming up. Well, actually, I have like 10 songs ready to be produced, but I don't know how to produce them or who to produce them with. One I'm going to produce soon. Actually, someone was interested in it. So after I published the first song, I went to a CCM concert and Lovekin was there. So he's also like an indie worship musician. And then I told him like, hey, thanks for the encouragement from your concert the last time, because he was encouraging like indie artists to like have the courage to put out their works online. And then I told him that, I messaged him on Instagram, and then he said, oh, cool. Like, and then I sent him the link. Here's my single. This is the result of the talk from last time. And then he invited me to a Discord server for indie artists, like indie worship artists, and I didn't know that thing existed. So it was like, it's a Discord server, like a group of I think 70 people of just indie artists. And when I looked at the members, I'm like, oh, I know that guy, like I know the songs from this person, like they're on my Spotify list and I'm in the same group as them. Wow. And then there are also like chat rooms for collaboration and everything. So I think that's a really good initiative from him. And it's not just him, there are other ones. I'm in 2 servers now. The other one's from Jonathan Ogden, but I'm not super active there. But recently I put out one demo of my of another song just in the collabs text channel, and hey, like I have the song, anyone want to produce it, just hit me up. One person did hit me up, and so I'm waiting on that for the next project. So that's kind of like, yeah. Hey.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, really cool actually.
But the difference is that you told me, I guess, I don't know if I should be the one that popped the champagne or pop the cherry.
Pop the cherry?
I mean, that's another word.
Pop the bubble?
Pop the bubble? I don't know. What did I want to say? Whoa! Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. On your first single, you did sing by yourself, because I was like, no, Kel, you should do it. You should just sing it.
Yeah.
I was so adamant. I was just like, no, you should do it. And I thought it turned out pretty cool. I did help with some backing vocals eventually, because I was just like, she's not here anymore, but now the idea came. All right, I'll do it. It's fine. But this time I don't think you'll sing, right? Like,
I
Or are you?
don't know yet. I
Okay.
might. I might not.
Still, there are still some mystery
Question
to
marks,
this.
yes.
But that's gonna be fun. Do you know already? Like, do you have like a time frame, like as in when you
No.
aim to finish it? No, no.
Just that as
free
this
flowing.
year, I guess. This year.
Oh, end of this year. Is it gonna be Christmassy though?
No.
Okay. But I mean, December is the time for worship
Okay,
songs
then
anyway.
then before Christmas.
Yeah, I would totally suggest you to upload anything if it's not related to Christmas, especially anything before November. Upload it because once it hits November, a lot of people are uploading Christmas music
songs.
because I learned from experience. I did with Rita upload.
A Christmas album. Mini album.
Yes, the
I
end
liked
of
it.
2020.
Was so
The
cool.
end of 2020 or the end of 2021? I kind of forgot actually. when we
2021.
did it. Whoa, Cal, you even remember? Right.
Yeah, it was recent.
Yeah. And I just remember talking to Britta like, okay, how's the uploading process? Because she's doing the uploading, not me. And she was like, well, we use like a distributor platforms. So songs that you listen to Spotify or iTunes or Deezer, whatever those kinds, usually they are uploaded through a distributor because that's a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So you just upload to this one distributor and this one distributor give you a price and they distribute to all the platforms. And from what I remember talking to Britta, we were also like, okay, if we want to upload Christmas music, you have to upload it before Christmas.
Yeah.
Like at least a month before Christmas. And when we were like, okay, yeah, and uploading time is probably like a week, 2 weeks probably. Yeah, but we got a message back from the distributor be like, hey, it's like a long queue right now kind of thing. Because there's so many people because there's so many people wanted to upload stuff before the end of the year. It's not only Christmas music but also normal people who just like put a random album.
Yeah.
Like Stray Kids, for example. Sorry, Fish. This is the K-pop band. Like
Yeah.
Stray Kids also put out an album end of last year, like around December-ish, which proved the point that not only Christmas music were being uploaded by the end of the year. So it's like so crowded that the distributor even said like, we cannot promise you to upload your stuff by the time that you wished us to.
Oh.
So that's my advice. Also to all of the people who are listening to this or thinking about uploading stuff during the end of the year.
Interesting.
It's a crowded traffic there.
Yeah.
It's a traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. Mine got uploaded after 2 days. That's why when you said like 1 to 2 weeks, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just not doing anything. And then I got an email like 2 days after uploading, your single is now out on Spotify. I was like, oh, that was fast.
Yeah, probably you uploaded
April or something. February.
Yeah, that's not super. So like I think the higher concentration of traffic is around like
end of
June
the year.
and mid-year and end of the
Summer
year.
Summer and end of year. Yeah.
Summer and winter.
Summer is because holidays, people can listen to it and whatnot, concerts as well, and end of the year. Sometimes beginning of the year, like February could be a thing because
Valentine's.
Yeah, and also like a good start for people who wants to tour mostly. I don't know. This is just my observation. A lot of like exciting releases or like where there's a lot of traffic. It's like June, August. So like the beginning / ending of like holiday season. And then also like November, December, and February. That's that I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think we had quite a randomized chit chat today.
Yeah, I'm surprised it stuck with music actually.
Oh, yeah. See, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, there would be a lot more, and if you out of a sudden, Kel, you want to be like, hey, I want to talk specifically about this. We could. We can also have another episode specified for two-set violin stuff because Felicia would probably be delighted about that.
Yeah.
We're all Ling Ling
yeah.
wannabes.
Ling Ling wannabes.
Hit you with that.
All right. We will also link that in the blog post, or maybe
Stream
even the
it.
description. I don't know.
Stream it.
What?
Stream it.
Stream it. We should have a streaming goal. How many millions views? That's a thing in the K-pop industry. People have like streaming goals, fandoms. I don't participate in that though.
I
You
won't
do?
say anything.
Yeah, I don't. I just feel like it's
I
a
watch
bit
it
too
a couple
pushovery.
times. I watch it a couple times, but not like I won't stay at home the whole day just to stream it.
Same. I would watch it at least like 2 or 3 times just because maybe I want to repeat some moments that I was like, that part is so good,
Yeah.
or stuff like that. But I don't really like join into the fandom thing and just like listen to that one song all day, just repeat it. No. All right. Yeah. So, Fishy, do you want to have something else to add, or can we just jump into our segment of song recommendations?
I think we can jump straight to song recommendations.
All right. Should we start with Kekel, whatever your name is?
I'm taken off guard. Okay, then I would just recommend the songs that are most recently in my head, rent free. One is Do 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 Dum by BTTSM by Two Set.
Nice,
It's amazing.
nice
Stream it.
recommendation. I like that
And
one.
The second one is the latest song I've danced to, which is Paradox Invasion by Enhypen. They're taking on like a 90s, early 2000s vibe, but a modern twist to it. It's a fun song to listen to. Yeah.
I saw your dance
Yes.
cover already. Yeah.
Yes, it's
really
that
cool.
song.
In Köln, eh?
Thank you. Thank you
So
very much.
welcome. All right, Fishy.
I will recommend, as usual, something classical. And this is Sonata for Cello and Piano in D minor by Frank Bridge.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the version I actually listened to is arranged for viola and piano.
Mm-hmm.
So, but basically, it's the very soulful melody, very lyrical, and it is on a slightly more somber side, I think. Yeah, but I like that one a lot.
So a somber, mellow melody,
Yeah,
heartfelt, that kind of thing.
yes.
Nice.
So that's my recommendation.
Good. I kind of don't know what to recommend. I mean, while I'm at it, so I just thought of the K-pop group that I recently listened to. Also because of Kekel earlier, you mentioned it already that we listen to different groups. You mentioned Enhypen, so now I feel like I also need to plug this in. Extraordinary Heroes. They're not a boy band, so to say.
They're a band.
They're a band. They actually play instruments and stuff and like that, you know. So they don't dance.
No,
but
they don't.
but they play bass and drums and keyboards and guitars. They have like 2 guitarists and 2 keyboardists, which is a lot of harmony instruments. But yeah, I mean the keyboardists sometimes don't play anything, just sing and just groove. You're not your head and groove. And their most recent album is called Hello World. By the time this video got uploaded, it's probably already like an old news, but those songs are pretty great. I especially like the one that's called Strawberry Cake.
Yum.
Interesting name.
Yeah. If I'm not wrong, I think I'm correct about the name. If I'm wrong, it will be corrected in the blog post. Again, another plug. So yeah.
Ooh.
That's my
okay.
recommendation.
Actually, I have two more because just a quick one.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
First is a modern jazz song I found on TikTok, but I really like her. It's My Cardiologist by Katie Georgie.
Oh.
And she also does, is it called stratting? Like the
Scatting?
Oh,
scatting.
Yeah. She does that as well. And another one is Low by Jonathan Ogden. That's a CCM. That's it for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You plug in the CCM genre. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right. So that is, I guess, all for today. Thank you
I
for
think, yeah.
listening. Thank you, Kekel. Thank you, Gene. Whatever your name is.
Genesia.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you, Felicia.
Yeah, Felicia is the only one that doesn't have a
Fish.
confusing name.
Thank you, Fish.
Fishy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. By the time that you have your song published, please let us know. Maybe we can be
Will
like
do.
the song recommendation of the week
Yeah. Will do.
by fellow piano ABRSM grade 8 friend.
Yes.
All right. Then we just say bye actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.